Hello, everybody. How you doing? It is a pop-up live. Oh, some people show up, but that's okay. Let me see if I can. Shorty, what's going on? How you doing? Cha-cha. All right. All right. All right. Can I get a 5x5? Make sure everything is going on. I will share my link. 5x5. Thank you, KP. What's going on? I'm just, I want to. I know it's late. Well, for some, it's 12:30 here in Cincinnati, Ohio. But I do like to bullshit. So anybody that wants to bullshit, I will. How in the hell do I? I'm trying to figure this out. Share the link. Share the link. There it is. There it is. I found it. Never mind. Anybody that wants to pop up on the panel. Ooh, I think I did it. I think here it comes. Oh, there it is. It's so and that is my issue with doing the StreamYard. It's slow when it goes into the chat area. So I don't know. Should I sit back? Forward? I don't know. Happy Friday. I posted the link. Anybody wants to jump up? Let me do it again. I do need to practice on how to do that. What's up, Kiss Off? Cha-cha. Shorty. KP. Come on, somebody jump up. Get up on help me out. I don't like to talk by myself. Is it working? Oh, there's Cha-cha. Okay. There you are. Hello, and thank you.
Michael.
Hey, how you doing? I hear you loud and clear. There's Devil Dog. All right. Hang on. Let me add Devil Dog. There he is.
Hey, hey,
hey. Good job, brother. How you doing? Yeah, the whole thing with Mad Shed and what's going on with his stuff, I don't get it because it's like sometimes it works out great and other times it doesn't. I mean, because last weekend he had no problem.
Yeah, I don't know. And he was fine on my live. So
right. So that's crazy. But thanks for jumping up, Devil Dog and Cha-cha. That's cool.
What's up, Kiss Off?
But anyway, like I was saying, I kind of wanted to just continue, the live stream. I'm not doing anything here. I'm just on a Friday night. I'm a night owl. I stay up. So to hang out and bullshit with people, I like it. I have a good time with it. Oh, okay. And Devil Dog, You said you were watching or listening to the votes coming in for the
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House.
Yep.
I listened to it at work today on the radio, and how the votes were coming in. And you're right. Because there was supposed to be like 3 panels or 3 votes, but the first vote that came in, it was 2 votes that were off, and then they decided, oh, wait a minute. But it was strange. It really was.
For whatever reason, they didn't hit the gavel. Therefore,
Right.
round 1 was still going.
Right.
And I knew it was going to happen. After the crap that they did that got Johnson in there and going, what, 8, 9, 10, 11 rounds just to get the Speaker of the House that time, I knew it wasn't going to be done on the first time, or there was going to be issues. And I just don't know why we can't just do our job, or not us. I wish they would just do their job.
No, right, do their job.
And get it going. You know, it's
that you know, and I'm the same way. Look, and I've said this many times. Let's go back in history. Why did we leave England? Because of taxes, taxation, all that. And our government cannot get their shit the administration, whatever words you want to use, they can't get their shit together.
Yep.
You know, it's not us. We are paying these people. We vote for these people. That's the other thing. Voting. You know, I don't get it. I don't know. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a scientist. I don't have an IQ of 140. I don't know, you know, but I'm not stupid.
Yeah, it's very difficult to understand what the hell's going on at this point. So, KP Heathen, who you ask if they have your pants on?
Hello, Kiss Off, Magic, Elusive, KP. I see. You got to remember, guys. Give me a break. I'm trying to read the chat too. This is not. It's kind of new to me, but when I'm on chat and we're on camera, I'm kind of focused on the people and on the panel, and I forget about the chat that's going on the side. So,
Wolf, how many can be on your panel?
you know what? Is it 6? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to jump up and bullshit with us, jump up. I'm not shy. Don't be shy.
I thought KP said he wanted to jump up.
Okay, KP, jump up. Let me share. Let's see. Invite. Copy. I'm trying.
You're fine, Wolf. You're doing good.
Paste. Okay, I think I got it. Hang on. There it goes. No, I am not a tech person. I'm trying to learn.
It's okay. I haven't figured out how to watch the panel and also chat. I can't figure it. I can see.
I'll tell you what I'm having fun with is when I do my spam report. and I have to do my video, and then I go into the edit program so I can add the stupid little special effects. That's me. I just like doing that.
I just wish I could comment in chat and still talk.
But
But when someone else is talking, I don't want to interrupt them to say hi to somebody that says hi to me in chat.
Oh, you gotta get over that one.
Okay.
No, Cha-Cha, you're sitting here chatting with us, but at the same time, like I said, you have that chat on the side where you can go ahead and say hello, actually type it in. Because I'm kind of on the same level, because when I'm sitting here on the panel, I'm busy talking to you guys, and it's like you have the chat on the side too.
Yeah, but when I hit join the chat, then it puts me into a Google account that says they want more information, and I'm like,
yeah, well, they want permission or however it is on StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm sitting on my laptop.
It's different because you already gave them permission when you signed up for StreamYard. You gave StreamYard permission to have access to your Google account.
Oh, okay. That's why mine doesn't work.
Correct. So I mean, if you went to type in your chat, it'll ask you, and you have to go through all this other stuff. So,
Ace, pull up a chair for that comment.
Come on, somebody, don't be shy, jump up. Yeah, and that's the other thing that I found personally with myself. When I go live, I actually like to have people up on the panel. It makes it a lot easier to talk. Going live and just sitting there, like Mad Shad does a great job.
Well, we were talking about this, so because I thanked him after my live for coming up. For my 12 days of Christmas, I don't have anything written down to discuss or talk about. So it's just like, and that's why I invite people up during the 12 days of Christmas. Now, when I start doing my weekly live streams on Monday, it might not be that way all the time, because one, I'm going to be doing something preparedness wise on the live stream, or we'll have a chat or whatever. So
no, and I totally get that. And I cannot I have no problem just making a video and talk, like my spam report. I'm good with that. But once if I do a live, I would rather, like with Cha-Cha here, Devil Dog on screen, I can actually see a face that I'm talking to.
You can see my face.
No, I mean, come on, you know what I mean. It's a lot easier for me to have people on panel I can interact with.
Yes, and the delivery is everything, because in chat, you can write something and it doesn't sound like how you would say it.
Right, exactly.
It's
I mean, you can type away in chat and stay up with a certain person's chat, like Donnie. Hi, Donnie. How you doing? you know, and we would be chatting where you got to type, you know, but yeah, it's so much easier for me to be able to see you guys when I go live.
Yeah.
And and that's the other thing.
Teresa,
That's the other thing I keep forgetting. I can do that. But it's all good. And actually the bottom line is we can get online and chat this way.
Yep.
That's what makes it really great. My opinion.
Wait until you add a second screen and a third screen to your setup, Wolf.
Oh, I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm trying. I like to play around with the editing. You know, I know the stuff I'm doing right now is probably simple to some people, but it's new to me, and I like to play with it. I like adding a little extra stuff in my videos. I'm learning.
Outpost.
I just wish I had more confidence to talk because I am a talker, but I just feel shy on here.
No, why?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, we hear your voice. We can't see your face.
I don't know what it is.
Nah, Cha-Cha, you're okay.
I think because it's new and something I have to get used to, maybe. I don't know.
It could be.
Well, you got yourself up here for, is this the first time you've been on lives?
Yes.
Well, there you go. So now there's no excuse when other content creators give out the link and you can get up there and talk away.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, Cha-Cha. Watching YouTube, and this goes back a while ago, and watching people making videos, I was like, you know what? I can do this. And the first videos I started watching was about prepping. So I was like, well, I know a little bit about prepping. I'm not an expert. But then, you know what? It's just share whatever's on your mind. It doesn't have to be a prepping channel. It doesn't have to be a cooking channel. It could be a what do they call it? A vlog. You can just make your own channel about whatever.
I'll never make my own channel. That'll never happen.
Oh, come on.
No, that'll never happen.
All right. Well, anyway, I don't know. I'm not shy. My wife calls me a social butterfly because I'll talk to anybody.
Thank you, Michigan.
But yeah, right. Cha-Cha, you can do it. Confidence, girl, confidence.
You can do videos on your freeze drying. Don't even have to be, you don't necessarily even have to be on screen, you know, as far as your face goes, if that's not what you want. So.
True, but I just honestly, for me, don't see any point in having a channel. I don't see the benefit of having a channel.
You already have a channel. You're on.
No.
Because you're on right now.
No, I'm like doing lives for people. I don't see any point in it.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
You know, it's kind of like you have something that's a hobby that you don't want to become a job, you know?
Yep.
So.
Absolutely.
But like I said, I find it fun. I don't.
Hi, Rip Curl.
It's not something I'm looking to make money off of. I just like doing it.
Well, then
You
it's
know,
for you.
and Cha-Cha, I met you. I actually met Devil Dog at Trent's bug out. Met Mad Shad, Little
Yeah.
Lone Prepper. I met all these guys, and that's cool.
You didn't meet me, Wolf.
No, I didn't meet you, Cha-Cha. I met you online.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, where was I?
It was too much tequila, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not too much tequila tonight.
No, I spoke that too fast. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just like, what? You know, the reason I asked is because someone else had asked me about comments that was from a different Cha-Cha that wasn't me. So there's another Cha-Cha out there.
There's two of you?
I guess so. Oh my God.
No, I'm just saying, but it's really, and that's the other thing that's really cool about this, how we meet online. And then we actually meet in person.
Yes.
And to me, that's pretty cool.
It is. Absolutely. I would love to go to the meetup, but it's just with 4 little dogs and driving cross country by myself, I just don't feel comfortable.
Right. No, and we all get that. We all get that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I did it one time and I just don't want to do it again.
Yeah, because you have to turn around and go back.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of miles.
But at the same time that we're able to sit here online and bullshit with each other, to me, that's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just crazy because the first bug out weekend, I didn't have a content channel for Visions bug out weekend, and that kind of pushed me towards starting to make content. And then the second one, I was actually making content. So, and now I'm doing lives. So at Visions bug out weekend 2025, I'll be doing lives from there. So just like all the other channels that were doing it. So
right. So Devil Dog, you didn't really do any did you make some videos? I know you did at last bug out.
well, yeah, I'm saying I didn't have any content the first bug out weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In 2023.
Okay.
In 2024, I had already started making. So.
Yeah, because I wasn't able to make the first one.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I really did have a good time meeting you guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was awesome.
No, you won't, Teresa. They're everywhere.
Who puts up cameras at your bug out?
What's that?
Who puts up the cameras at your bug out?
Oh, well, I mean, all the content creators that are there are doing videos. They're making videos.
Oh, okay.
We have classes like and Wolfgang was involved in the one. The Prepared Irishman was doing one on making emergency shelter, And so
Okay.
that was one class. I did a class.
Nice.
I did 2 classes actually, and then Mad Shad did a class. Vision did a couple classes. Love and Life did a class.
Right.
So, you know,
Well, that's great. So will I be able to watch them?
yeah. And you, our Vision Preparedness dropped. He has a link to where you can watch all the Bug Out Weekend classes.
Okay, nice.
And then obviously, you'll know through Vision's chat or whatever, or whoever's, you know, when the promotion comes out as far as when Bug Out Weekend is, then you'll know. And since you said you won't be able to come there, then you'll just know that on that weekend or whatever, that people will be doing live streams and they'll be doing it from the Bug Out Weekend or where that's being held at. So,
okay.
It's a good time. It really is. But the bottom line is we all need to learn how to take care of ourselves,
yep.
You know, of our family. Because, like everybody knows, FEMA, the government, they're not there for you. And I'm not trying to talk doom and gloom.
No, it's true. It is a cross.
You know, it's the truth.
After
well, I've been to plenty of places where stuff has happened. I've been down to Kentucky when a couple of years ago when it flooded down there, and I drove, 6.5 hours south of me, and that was day 3 after the flood had hit. And by the time I got down there, the water had subsided, and FEMA still wasn't there. We beat them there. So.
Yeah, after the wildfire, FEMA came for the community and they denied everyone. Red Cross, same thing. They did nothing for anyone. It was, I thought, what was even the point of showing up?
Well, the couple places, like I said, I went to Kentucky, and then I went to Mississippi when the tornadoes went through Rolling Fork, Mississippi, and I got to meet Angry Prepper down there, along with Bear Independence and a couple other people.
So, you met them, really?
Cool. Yeah, well, I was working with Bear Independence when he was doing his thing down there. So, but yeah, we were just doing our own thing, and that's the thing. Those smaller groups just went in and Bear and his group got it all set up. They went in and talked to these people, and they're like, to hell with all this bureaucracy. I'm not going to be, wait to be told where to go. I'll just go talk to people and get their permission from the landowners, and then we'll go in there and help them out. That's what he did.
Wow. So, yeah, because I watch Bear. I watch his channel.
That's a good group of guys right there, and girls. So
right, it really is. And I say that about, and this kind of aggravates me with me being in the Seabees. They could have sent the Seabees in there to help out. That's right up our line of type of work. That's what we did. Cleaning stuff up, making,
roads.
Right. Roads, runways, any type of structure. We were construction. That's what we did.
Well, not only that, but they have other military bases around. North Carolina has Air Force bases, Army bases,
right.
Marine Corps bases, and they have helicopters. Why weren't they out doing that stuff? Well, they were holding everybody back, and that's the bureaucracy of it all. And at that point, I believe FEMA even said that they weren't doing anything because they didn't have the money. Well,
right.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's what we were told also, that they had.
And that's a crock of shit, because
Yes.
they basically have unlimited funds.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
No, we have the manpower. We had the manpower, and it aggravates me in the same way. Okay, for anybody that's in the chat that doesn't know me, I am ex-military. I was in the Seabees, which is a part of the Navy. I never saw a ship. What the Seabees do, we go in and we can build an entire town. We work with the Marines. We're a construction battalion. All right. And it's unbelievable that our government does what it does.
Well, it's obvious our government doesn't care about us.
They don't. They really don't. I mean, we could have. At the time that I was in and what I was taught is unbelievable that we cannot help our people. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it really does aggravate me.
It aggravates a lot of us.
But I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Well, did you make a New Year's resolution? Do you do that?
No, I do not do New Year's resolutions.
I don't either.
You know what? It's this way. You know, it's on you, so it doesn't matter. Denise, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Okay, how you guys?
Just hanging out, just looking for some chat.
Yeah. Just Chad has some issues with Wampa spots and nano cooties.
Yeah, he had something going on. It's all good though. Like I said, I just like being up here bullshitting with people.
Yeah, that's cool. This is maybe my second time. I should be on the call with him and had his channel on.
Well, that's cool. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Hey, it's, you know what? I'm 62 years old. I would have never thought this shit would have happened back when I was a kid.
I'm 62 too.
This is like Star Trek shit. I don't know. Like I said, I like it. I have fun. I just enjoy meeting people and being able to bullshit.
Well, thank you for having me up, Wolf. I'm going to jump off.
Okay, Cha. You stay safe.
Night, Tessa.
Take care.
Hey, Denise. How you doing?
Take care. Well, thanks for jumping up there, Denise. So what's going on your part of the world?
I'm here in my little corner of Mississippi.
You just hanging out, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Live, so I wanted to pop up and say hello.
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. I appreciate it.
And Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, happy
Thank
New
you.
Year to you too. 2025.
Oh, yeah. That means 9 altogether. It's supposed to be something special.
Yeah, it's another year. That's all it is.
That's it.
But let's see what happens.
And more shall be revealed.
Right.
Ain't no telling.
Nope. And that's just it. Let's see what happens. Because remember, we're all in the same boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We might not all think the same, but we're all in the same boat.
But I do appreciate you. It's my speech is hard to understand, so I've been trying to practice. So
You're doing good.
thank you.
Well, the other thing is, be kind to others as you would have them to be to you.
Very
Just
true.
be nice. But there's, that's the other issue. I don't know. My mindset does not understand the hate that's going on.
I don't know. A lot of it seems like it's all scripted. I'm like, okay, do we have to follow this script? I think not.
Right.
It's written in our heart.
Well, and that's what, and Devil Dog, you can chime in on this one, but this BS that just happened in New Orleans and Vegas, with these guys being ex-military, I don't get it.
Hey, I trust the government when they say it's not a coincidence. All right.
We're help.
All right, who farted? That sounded like a fart. No, but
Well,
seriously,
I don't understand how two guys could come from the same base, but they rented from the same car company.
go on.
There's a lot of stuff behind, especially the Vegas one. I don't understand how someone who is a Green Beret, who is trained in unconventional warfare, so he knows all the explosives and stuff. He would know that the Cybertruck wasn't going to do much. It's a bulletproof vehicle. And then
go on. I'm listening.
Supposedly he shot himself before he exploded, and he was so burnt beyond recognition, but yet his ID and his passport survived just fine. I mean, it was charred a little bit, but
what blows me away is they talked about both of these vehicles being rented from the same place. All right, and both these guys were on the same base. Oh, but they did not know each other.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, I don't know. And we're never gonna find out.
No, we won't. We won't find
we
out.
all have pure blood. Yeah, I heard that there was a video of him driving around and the window was down and I can you actually see if it's him? I don't know. But yeah, Yardbird said it was a fireworks display. If it was a serious, it would have been loaded with C4. Yeah, who knows? You know.
Yeah, and that's just it. We won't know. Well, the guy that
Yeah.
with the Cybertruck, supposedly they said he shot himself in the head. Okay, so I'm going to shoot myself in the head and blow my truck up at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, I don't. You know, I'm a news freak.
Yeah.
I watch the news. I check out different, you know, all different channels. It's like whatever. But how do you shoot yourself in the head and blow the truck up at the same time?
Well, they said he was dead before the truck blew up. So I don't know. There's so many questions.
Well, that's what I'm saying right there.
Shad said, phone is completely dead. Tablet has connectivity issues. I tried to get back into the studio. Sometimes it could, but not for long. Thank you for taking over and making this show great. Just a great job with Black Luster Fridays. Haha. I'm watching YouTube video now. I hate that I missed.
Tell him it's all good. Well, if his phone's dead, I can't text him. So,
what's up, YouTube police?
Oh, is YouTube police here? Holy crap! Yardbirds, I see him now. YouTube police, Ace, Carolina, Pureblood, Yardbirds. What's up? Thank you for showing up to my pop-up live. Trying to keep it. Okay, this is the way it works. If Mad Shad drops, if Trent drops, whatever, somebody will pick up the channel.
Yep.
We'll keep it going somehow, some way. Ohio rocks.
Absolutely.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was YouTube police and Beltloop 29 stopped in to my live. That was awesome.
That's cool. And that's the other thing, Devil Dog. That's good that you did the 12 days of Christmas. That's awesome.
Well, last year I was on a lot of people's lives that I follow, and they were giving away stuff throughout the holiday season, Christmas season, and whatnot. And there was a few channels I won stuff on, and I said, hopefully one day I can be of the ability to do that myself. And I found myself this year, after having brain surgery and a new outlook on life, I'm like, I'm doing it. So
cool.
I had a lot of this stuff that I had purchased prior to my brain surgery, and I still have plenty more. So I wanted to give back to the community that got me where I'm at now. So, oh man. Look, Mad Shad's here.
Go, Mad Shad. He's here.
I liked it better when the screen was. You can put me smaller and you can be big.
How's that?
Well, yeah. I mean that you're absolutely right, Yardbirds. And I think a lot of I didn't get into it for notoriety and monetization and all that kind of stuff.
No,
If
I'm
that
not.
happens down the road, then so be it. I'm not gonna stop my channel just for whatever. If that happens, it happens. Like Vision, he pours the money back into his channel and he creates events like he does. So if that
No,
happens,
I do what I do because I like it. I'm
Yeah.
not looking to make money. Actually, some of it I do to kind of get a chuckle because there's so much bullshit going on. I actually try to find some fun shit to play with.
Yep.
I don't want to doom and gloom all the time. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
I don't know.
I did mine too, because a lot of preparedness channels that I watch have, and there ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong.
No, right.
It's more of a I'm gonna say like a news channel. They talk about events, which is fine, but and they give you a reason to be prepared. Okay.
Right.
I got into doing it because I want to show people how I go about doing my preparedness. So, the first couple Mondays on my channel, we're going to discuss what people want to see happen. If somebody doesn't know how to do this or that, then that's what my lives will be on, whether it's canning something, whether it's, doing dry goods or whatever. So,
Right. And that's good shit to share too.
yep.
I just as far as with me living it, I'm trying to grow stuff in a little bit of dirt that we have in our back.
Yeah.
With me living in an apartment.
5-gallon buckets, baby.
Oh, I did that. I actually grew I had a 5-gallon bucket in our spare bedroom because we live in I have a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
But I was able to grow cherry tomatoes in the apartment out of a 5-gallon bucket.
Absolutely.
Now the shit went crazy, but I was able to grow cherry tomatoes. So anybody out there that says you can't grow in an apartment, no, yeah, you can.
Well, and that's what I did with my 5 buckets that I did, and the stupid brain tumor and surgery didn't allow me to complete my process of it to showing everybody on my channel. So I will pick up next spring on what I did and how I went about it. So
okay, cool.
It's kind of hard to do when the snow's falling, So,
right.
But
at the same time, the other thing is, I think more of us that live in an apartment, because you only got so much room.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And but you can grow vegetables, fruits out of a 5-gallon bucket. You can do it.
Yep. Absolutely. Make sure you grow some lettuce so you can make a salad. Well,
right. And the other thing is just your herbs. What's up, YouTube police? What's going on?
Not too much. How you doing, brother?
Good. Just sharing information.
That's a good thing to do. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot. I need to fix my peanuts. I always, every night when I come home, I try to pour myself some peanuts and cover it with rum, and let them soak an hour.
There you go.
Well, it's supposed to help me with my, and now my dogs are going to go crazy because every time I open this thing, they want a peanut. Tammy gets mad at me for giving them peanuts. But
Keep the chat going. I'll be right back.
there you go. There's one for you. There's one for you. All right. Now, y'all leave me alone.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's supposed to. I've heard people say that helps with your lower your blood sugar.
There you go.
I figure it can't hurt. Besides, I get some rum,
Absolutely.
although it's peanut flavored. But still, I'm good with it. That may be a little bit much on the peanuts, but yeah. Hey, I totally understand why people would want to be prepared. In fact, I had never grown anything before 2020.
Yeah.
And I have two brothers, one older, one younger. And my brother that's younger has always been extremely driven when it comes to, work, and he's always been very successful.
Mm-hmm.
My other brother he's been, somewhat successful. I don't know that he's as successful as my other brother, but my older brother, has 5 kids, and he lives down here near the house. And in 2020, my younger brother was living up in Kentucky, but he had rebuilt his business twice. He's a real estate appraiser, a commercial real estate appraiser, and he has his own business. He called me one night, called me or texted, I don't remember, but it was like 1 o'clock in the morning when I saw this text. And he told me that my brother that was over down near me hadn't, he does the same thing. He's a real estate appraiser.
Mm-hmm.
And he did not, he hadn't had a job in a month and over a month. I don't know how long it was, but it had been a while. And so, me being a police officer, it's not like I could have stopped anyhow if I wanted to when 2020 hit and the COVID and all that kind of stuff hit. But I wasn't going to be able to sleep if I didn't do something about it.
Absolutely.
And so, I went over and I'd been buying up some canned goods and what have you, just because of, food's important. And canned goods typically last longer. And, when you see all the people going nuts at the grocery store, you kind of, want to put a little bit aside, even though our system isn't set up for that to work. But I loaded up, I don't know, 4 or 5 totes of canned goods and other supplies and what have you. And I took it over to his house. Now, I didn't get there till about 2 o'clock in the morning because it took me a while to get everything together and get it loaded up. And, prices and everything have been going up, what have you. I guess I figured out that I wasn't going to be able to do that every month because him and his wife and 5 kids, they needed to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Over at my house, it's just me and Tammy, and typically we eat fast food most of the time anyhow. Her schedule, my schedule don't match up, and she don't cook a lot and I don't eat it. So, well, no. In fact, right now, over at Ruby Tuesdays, I've got this salad bar pass where I go by just about every day and get a salad. Really good deal, $40, for that. Anyhow, it's good for a month.
Is this for real? Are you for real this time?
I'm
I
always.
can't see anything.
Hello, Man Shad.
Hey, Mad Shad.
I don't know if y'all can see me or not. I'm totally disgusted over this fucking bullshit.
Man Shad. Hello.
Yeah, here we go. Same thing. Same story.
Same story.
Unbelievable.
Hey.
Fuck, man. Come on.
Everybody in
Fucking
chat
bullshit.
tell Mad Shad they see him.
We can see
All right,
you.
I see Wolfang. I see you, but I don't hear you. I don't
He's
know
not
if y'all can hear
talking.
me or not. Probably
All
can't,
right,
right?
all right. Let me hang on. Don't get disgruntled.
I'm very disgruntled. I'm very fucking disgruntled, man. Fuck this bullshit, man.
Mr. Shad, are you on a computer or are you on,
All I got's the Orberus, man. The Orberus, the circle of death. That's all I got.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
The spinny thing.
The
yeah,
buff,
it's a spinny thing.
the
Hey,
buff.
Shad, can you hear us? Just say yes or no.
I can.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
He was on a tablet.
Oh,
So.
okay. I that's an Oberus. I just didn't. I'm not familiar with the term. That's all.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Hey, and YouTube police. I love that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's
well,
one of his mini channels.
That's
I get
just
Whatever.
I love that. I love
I
that
can't hear
that
it.
name. All right. Mad Shed, you back.
Welcome back.
I see Wolfang. Hey, now I hear Devil Dog.
What's all going on there, Mad Shad? Take a deep breath.
All I hear is robot voices. Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you, the internet hates me today.
It is weird because you were fine one day and the next day shit's all fucked up. Thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up.
There you go.
There you go.
I did, but I can give you a few more. Hang on.
All right. All right. So, YouTube police, I am not familiar with you. I'm in Ohio. Where do you live?
I'm in Mississippi.
Mississippi? Okay.
I'm also known as Belt Loop 29.
All right. All right.
And my best friend on the YouTube is a fellow by the name of Eddie, who also goes by Devil Dog. He was in the Marines from about 90, 93 or 91, and somewhere around then. He's disabled Marine, and I go down and see him from time to time. And by the way, while I'm giving you a few more thumbs up, I'm going ahead and subscribing with a few other channels. Hope that's okay.
Okay, cool. Cool.
If you see something that says Belt Loop 29, that's me.
All right. All right.
I am actually a police officer, but I don't really talk about policing on my channel. Excuse me, I stuck a little bit.
No, you're what should I call you? YouTube or police or
You can just call me Gary, is fine.
Maybe it's working. Hey, what's up?
all right. Welcome back, Mad Shad.
Hey,
Jerry. So
what's up?
Mad Shad, this is Jerry, YouTube police, if you don't know him.
I do know
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What's up, Belt Loop?
I've known Mad Shad. I guess he was one of the early channels I came across.
Yeah.
All right.
I've enjoyed his channel for a while. I'm not. Oh, my pleasure. I spend a lot of time. I'm like a social butterfly.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Right.
You know, Well, I go to a bunch of different live streams and what have you, and it's for me, I can never tell what I'm going to find when I go. It's like a treasure hunt or something. You go to the dadgum YouTube and you go to your home page or your subscription page and you'll see, all these different people that are live streaming. And I prefer this format that we have here, where you've got several people on panel and you just sit down and shoot the breeze, chew the fat.
Right.
And usually when I go to those, a lot of times I'll find other people, they drop links a lot of the times. And sometimes I'm a mod in some channels. And so I go and check out and subscribe to different channels and, because you can't ever tell who's going to be going live.
Right. And I don't do lives much, but my channel, I do what I call a spam report. So what I do is just local news, international news, or sometimes just whatever the fuck I feel like chatting about.
Yes, sir.
I'm into prepping. I'm a prepper, but there's so many channels out there about prepping. I'm trying to find my own thing.
Yeah. Well, when you're doing YouTube, they say find a niche, but then find a lane in that niche. For example, there's a fellow I know from here in Mississippi by the name of Russ that he was, he is a Smoky Ribs Barbecue. He's got over 250, maybe 300,000, subscribers. And
wow, it's barbecue.
Oh, yeah, I know him. Yeah.
And when he started it, he hit it pretty big on one of his first big videos, from what he says was a hot dog video. And so, even though he's a barbecue guy, I guess you do barbecue, hot dogs and what have you, but that's what hit. And so he started doing a bunch of different, once you find something that works, they say, stick with it. For me,
stick with it. Right.
I ain't hit on anything really, and I'm not any good. So,
hey, brother, I'm on the same page as you are. I'm just doing what I do.
Yeah. And so I enjoy the conversation. I enjoy meeting folks. I'm sorry, Shad. I really am. We need to get Shad a new computer or something.
Yeah, we do. No, he was working fine the other day. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I know I get a little bit long-winded, and that's because I like telling stories and what have you. I just want to finish up the story I started. But in 2020, I realized I couldn't do that every week, so I got into gardening. So that, gardening is a skill. It's granted you can have knowledge about it, but unless the knowledge is put into practice, it's not a skill. It's just knowledge. I need to let my dog in. I think she's probably ready to come in.
All right. You're good, man. You're good.
Come on. There we go. That's my baby girl. That's my baby girl. Yes, she is. She's a good girl. Come here, Nikki. Okay, AJ, come here. Come on, baby girl. Come on. One of you come up here. All right, fine. Go on. Anyhow, but YouTube, I kind of waffle back and forth between it because I tend to be a little obsessive compulsive.
All right.
I'll go way overboard on it from time to time, and I just do pop up after pop up after pop up. I do have a regular schedule live Saturday nights, right after my buddy Eddie, who's Devil Dog. But the when I get burnt out, I've gotten burnt out twice, I guess, on it. And at one point, I had loaded up, I don't know how many different shorts. At that time, I was experimenting a little bit with shorts. And I started doing 2 different kinds of shorts that I would upload, and I'd set them. I would set them, schedule them a day or 2 apart, something like this. And they were 2 different kinds: how to speak redneck and $5 words. And so, but when you're not uploading on, I mean, I've had so many up there. I had like 5 months in advance, because.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, like I say, I tend to be a bit obsessive. Anyhow, and so I wasn't sure how often you should have them, what have you. I've even tried it the other way. I went through and I started doing 1 short per hour, every day. So every day I'd have 24 shorts uploaded.
Okay, so let me stop you there for a minute and ask you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
What the heck topics? I mean, for you doing these shorts or even lives, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, great question. When I was doing on that particular channel, by the time I got to where I was going to try to do that, I had figured out, or you take advice, you see all these people telling you do this and do that.
Right.
And trying to tell you how they think you ought to do it. Well, I went through, and so I made 3 additional channels.
Okay.
I actually have 5 public channels. I got one that's kind of private, and I want it to stand on its own 2 feet. But 4 of my channels are Belt Loop 29 something, or Belt Loop 29 or Belt Loop 29 something, like Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters, Belt Loop 29 Homestead, and Belt Loop 29 and Food. All right. Obviously, if it's a food one, you take a video of whatever you're eating or what you're about to eat. If it's Cute Critters, it can be anything, especially your dog. All right. And then 29 Homestead, it was originally, I think, permaculture, food forest, but then it moved to gardening, and then it moved to homestead because that's still inclusive. It just gave me more stuff that I could go through and do on it.
Something else for you to work with.
Yeah. It doesn't hem you into a specific thing. And so I guess the one I was doing that with, I have basically done almost nothing but shorts on my Cute Critters, because I mean, it's easy to find a cute critter and just snap a minute of video. Whether it's about going, and let's face it, you can go to a zoo. There's all sorts of zoos around you can go to and shoot videos, and
right.
Plus, I got my dogs, and Tammy's got pigs and chickens, and although I very rarely shoot those.
Yeah, I usually try to shoot videos of my wife, but she won't let me.
Hey, I understand.
I'm joking. That was a joke.
Hey, my wife, when she comes on my live stream, the most she does is stick her hand in from the side and wave. So,
I was making a joke.
Well, hey, more power to you. Tammy hates. In fact, I just recently put one up where I'm the same way, with her in person, I guess, as I am in private. And the other day, I finally uploaded one. I hope she ain't seen it yet, where I says, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. And I don't think she was real happy about that, but
she probably wasn't.
Well,
no. I will say, let's kind of change that subject there. But for relationships, my wife and I'll tell you what, she's pretty cool.
We got a question.
I'm actually able to make jokes like this, and she has no problem.
They want to know how come the police officer asks how fast they're going. They don't know.
Well, that's not exactly something they train you to do. I don't think. I think they want to. I think they're probably just gauging. Well, first of all, I think they're just engaging you in conversation. Secondly, I think they're probably going through and wanting to see if you were cognizant of what you were doing. I've been pulled over before, and I told them, at one point, in fact, I got pulled over not far from here, and I told them, do you know what the speed limit is here? I said 35, even though that's not the speed limit, it's 25, 20, 25. I still don't know it, but I think it's 25. But he said, do you know how fast you were going? I said, well, I thought I was doing around 35, but my speedometer don't work, so I can't be certain. So the fact is that they may be just checking to see if they catch a whiff of alcohol, or the fact is a lot of traffic stops are they're legitimate stops because they see you weaving in traffic, or maybe you changed lanes and didn't put on a blinker. I mean, there's so many little stupid things out there that can give them a probable cause to pull you over.
Okay, so let me ask you, how long have you been a police officer?
Okay.
How many years?
I graduated in 2015 from the police academy. I work at a mental hospital and have since I started working with the police department.
Okay. That's even a tougher one, but go ahead.
Well, most of what I do is really dealing with patients. Well, to be fair, I've done a lot more of that before I became what you call a supervisor. As a supervisor, most of what I do is lay out assignments for other officers to do. I dispatch calls, take calls, when folks are, we're fairly understaffed these days. And so, but thankfully, thank God it's slow a lot of the time too, some nights. Now we may be hopping and jumping like a cat on a hot tin roof, or I may be able to spend all evening on YouTube. So,
okay,
can't ever tell what's going to happen.
Right. Okay, so let me bring this up too. Okay, with all the BS that goes on, what about how do I say this? Okay, people that are messed up in the head.
Mental patients?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I think we are missing with this whole situation. We used to have mental hospitals here in Cincinnati, Ohio. We had one that was called Longview. You can look this up. And this was back in 1970. Okay. So now we have veterans, people with mental disabilities out, we need help for these people, and we don't have it anymore.
Well, I don't want to get real political, but
no, I'm not getting political.
Right.
I'm talking mental.
Well, I understand that, but for me to get into that a little bit, it needs to touch, I think, a little bit on political, because
okay,
the fact is that in society today, there tends to be a movement towards trying to keep people from being institutionalized. Even though there are some people, in my opinion, I'm no doctor, I don't play one on TV, and I did not see in a Holiday Express.
I'm just asking.
But there tends to be a movement to try and get more of that community treat, have people live it within the community. The problem that you run into a lot of the times is, the reason why they get taken to the hospital, to begin with, or where I work, every patient is court ordered, and
right. Yes, you're right. It's a court order,
right? And so, but there's a lot of people that just do not. I mean, a lot of times with homeless individuals, you find mental, issues. A lot of times, patients don't like the way the medication makes them feel, and so, a lot of them, won't, even when they make it out of an institution, they'll go through and stop taking their medication. Well,
Right.
part of the problem is, the fact is that they quit taking their medication, they quit treatment. Now I know some people tend to try to self-medicate with alcohol, and I ain't opposed to alcohol. You see me take a couple drinks, already here today. I do not drink unless I'm on a live stream. So Lord knows I got to find me a live stream when I get home.
This is not a live stream.
Well, it's as close as I'm going to be able to get. So
this is a live stream.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, anyhow, well, I'm on camera, so I'm gonna drink.
Okay. Anyway, no, but and the reason I ask questions.
Well, that's fine. In fact, I love questions because Lord knows I'm what you call a camera hog or a camera.
All right.
All right.
We'll be fine then.
Yeah, we gonna do good because the Lord knows I can spout. I can spit on and on and on. I can.
Well, and the other thing is, because you are in law enforcement, I did go to school. I do have my degree in associates. So,
I have an associate's myself. Actually, I have a bachelor's myself.
Okay. So you went a step further.
Yeah, I have a Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Mississippi, Southern Mississippi.
I got my associate's degree in law enforcement. Actually, what I wanted to do was to be a photographer for crime scenes.
So forensic photographer. Cool.
Right.
Well,
But what I was told, with me being here in Cincinnati, Ohio, I had to go to a bigger state.
okay. Well, I wasn't planning on being a police officer.
I wasn't either.
My degree was in criminal justice, but to be honest with you, what I was looking at going on to law school, I was just tired of being in school.
Okay. All right.
And I got to where, I was taking criminal justice classes. I wanted to go into criminal law, and I went through and I, at some point, I just got so tired. College students don't have any money.
No.
And so I was sitting there married and ready to be done with it. And I didn't want to spend another, 3 years in law school and all that's involved in continuing my education. I probably should have. In fact, I didn't even use my degree until I actually applied for the job where I'm at now. And so I graduated in 1993.
But what this stuff is so interesting, though.
It is.
With the criminal justice, the classes I went through, forensics.
Oh yeah,
one was my favorite. And what kills me is watching the BS on TV.
Mm-hmm.
After actually going through classes on this, it's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Oh, I understand.
That's the big difference between entertainment and real life.
Right. Oh, Devil Dog. We actually took a class on blood splatter and how they whatever the splatter pattern is on the wall, floor, whatever. It was a crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting.
Well, Yardbirds, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. He said his father passed away last year.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I am fortunate. I'm exceptionally blessed in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm not rich, never have been, never will be. But there's a lot of things. Now, that's speaking from what typically people think of as rich. They're thinking financially. I am blessed, and I am very rich in a lot of ways when it comes to family and friends. And, people would be, people, I don't have any doubt if they knew just how blessed I am, they'd be jealous of all the good friends and all the family that I have. Money has never been really, now I will admit that right now I'm making more money than I ever have, but that's because of the fact that I'm working 64 hours a week.
Wow.
24 hours of overtime basically increases my pay 90%. And so, and we got a really big raise back in 2022. The Mississippi, we've been so underpaid for so long that they finally cut us up with the average. That's funny, Chacha.
I can't give wrenches on this. I don't know how to do it.
Well, almost everybody in my chat is modded.
Yep.
Right. You know what though? See, everybody in the chat right now, everybody, I know everybody. Devil Dog, Kiss Off, Yardbirds. So I don't really care. I know there's trolls out there. As a matter of fact, we were in Mad Shad's live chat. I think it was last weekend, and some really pervy dudes showed up. But with him having all the mods in there, they were able to kick him out. But no, my point is that I enjoy that I'm able to have people up here to bullshit with.
Oh yeah, no doubt. By the way, Devil Dog, I really enjoyed your live stream earlier.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for having it. And
yeah, Devil Dog's doing with his 12 days of Christmas.
It gives me something to think about for next year.
Yeah, and once I go on Eddie's live stream, then I can come over to yours.
Hey, hey, you're always welcome on panel, brother.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for any military. I was never in the military. I tried to join the military, but that's irrelevant because I didn't make it. My recruiter for the Marine Corps, talked with. He said just bring I had asthma as a kid, and it rarely bothered me, but I did mention it to the recruiter. And he said, well, just bring some Primatene tablets with you to boot camp over on Parris Island. I said, cool, that works for me. And then my little brother met with a Army recruiter. And he asked the Army recruiter, how can my brother go to the Marine Corps when he's got asthma? Well, next thing I know, I'm getting a letter from the Marine Corps saying that I can't go. I was on the delayed entry program.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And, anyhow, I scored a 96 on my ASVAB, but that's irrelevant, I guess. I didn't get
No, actually, that's not irrelevant. That's a high score, man.
Well, I actually had the highest score in my school, but the only person that came to talk to me was the Marine Corps recruiter. And I guess that's because I put down that I was going to be, I didn't know what I was going to do in high school. And so,
You're not alone.
I think I put down something about I thought I'd go to a 4-year college or something like that.
Yep.
And the only person who came out to talk with me was the Marine Corps, and they signed me up. And I was going to go into avionics, which is ironically the same thing my buddy Eddie was into.
Yeah.
And but it didn't work out, and that's okay.
Yeah, and hey, you're sitting here, you're alive, you're doing what you're doing. It's all good because we all have our own, story. You just shared yours. I dropped out my senior year. It was the beginning of my senior year of high school. And I was living with 2 other guys. I went to school, and the teacher that day decided to hand out some paperwork. And I said, I can sign it. And the teacher was like, no, I need your parents to sign it. I said, no, I'm 18.
Yeah.
They were like, if you don't like it, I quit my senior year. I ended up going to night school to get my high school diploma to go into the military.
That's cool. I would have liked to have gone in the military, but the fact is I didn't, do anything close to that until I was 50 years old. And, well, I guess 2 years shy of my 50th birthday. And I was in sales for about 30 years. And I saw it was slow at work because the rodeo was in town. So I went ahead and I figured it wouldn't hurt to put in an application and for a police officer. And so I put in my application, they accepted it. And I had to go do an interview and talk with folks. And then, about 6 months later, they sent me through the police academy. And there was people there that would be working all over the state. But for me, I was at work at people typically either come to the where I work or to start their career or end their career.
Okay. All right.
And so I went to work there and in 2014 and was promoted, I guess, in 2017 to a lieutenant. And so I'm a lieutenant there, and basically I run B shift.
You didn't have to do prison work, did you? You didn't deal with prison guards or do that type of work?
No, we've never had to deal with. We've had a few people that worked up there that worked at the prison. For that matter, we've got a few people there that still work at other police departments throughout the state or at different departments in the state. Yep. But and I could go the option. See, I guess because of my age, I just turned 60 a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Can you imagine a 60-year-old rookie trying to go to go work at, say, the Florence Police Department? Now, Florence is a small town, but the older you get, the less likely it is you're going to be able to move from where you're at. So. Plus, I'd have to give up the fact that I'm a lieutenant. I'd have to give up my pay rate. I'd have to give up, but, working for community policing as opposed to the hospital to me, it's appealing. But right. You imagine, starting, going to work because I'm right now, I'm working on my high 4. And what I mean by that, our retirement system is set up to where they take an average of your highest 4 paid years.
Yep.
Now, that can be either a calendar year or a fiscal year.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. You just said a calendar year or a fiscal year.
Yeah.
So is that's what they're playing with?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go on. All right, go on.
Well, because of the fact that I was 2 months shy of my 50th birthday, when I started out there, I was 49 years old. The way that they figure our retirement, good to see you, Mr. or Miss Buchanan. I can't see it real well from here.
Teresa Buchanan. She's our,
So,
yeah.
I guess I've been drinking too much. Anyhow, the way that they figure our retirement is they go through and they say they take an average of your highest 4 years. Well, they take your highest 4 paid years, whether it's and it can be fiscal or it can be calendar. And they take those, add those together, divide by 4, they find an average.
Right.
And then they go through and see how many years you worked. And
Right.
it's, 2% per year. And so that's what your retirement is. The trouble is, for me to hit full retirement, you have to work 30 years.
And you gotta be, your full retirement is at 67.
That's right. At my age, full retirement as far as Social Security is concerned is 67 years old.
Right.
But the fact is, for me to hit 30 years, I would have to be there till 79 and 10 months. So I'm not going to be able to do that because I don't want to work till I'm 80 years old.
Right.
So
we're not supposed to.
Well, I agree. But so the only way I can go through and make that money up is to try and work more hours to raise my average, annual pay. They do let us do that where I'm at because we're so short staffed.
Okay.
And so presently I'm working about 64 hours a week.
Damn, dude. Okay, go on.
That's 3 extra shifts. It's simple mathematics. If you're working 5 shifts a week at 8 hours a day, each day is worth 20%. That means that every additional 8-hour shift you have is worth 30%. Well, if you work 3 extra shifts, that's 90%. You're almost doubling your pay. And so what I'm trying to do, they won't allow you to work more than 24 hours overtime. So what I'm doing is I'm working the 64 hours a week. And I need to do that for about another 3.5 years. Once I do that, then, think about it. If you double your pay, that's doubling your retirement. So I don't have to have the years as much as I need the average, the multiplier.
Right. I follow what you're saying. I really do.
Cool, because I've been drinking and I don't know that I do.
Man, I don't know. No, I don't know. I just know right from wrong.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
I'm a firm believer in the golden rule.
Yes, the golden rule.
That's right. Treat others the way you'd like to be treated.
Thank you. Thank you very. You know what? Thank you very much. I haven't heard many people say that, but yes, the golden rule. It's plain and simple. You want to be treated like an asshole? I can treat you like one. You know, I mean,
Well-
how simple is that?
Well, I honestly try to treat
How
people.
you devil dog?
I try to treat people with respect until they give me a reason not to.
Right, exactly. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. My Lord, we just solved the problem. And that looks like Malibu coconut bottle something.
it is.
It is.
Oh man, I got liquor for days over here. And I got that and Captain Morgan's private stock, and I got 2 or 3 different types of Jack Daniels and Seagrams and Jack Daniels honey, Jack Daniels peach, I think.
Damn.
Jim.
Yeah, you're just a bar.
Well, every year for Christmas, I go and buy a cake.
Devil Dog's got the water.
Hey, that's mostly what I drink, to be honest with you. In fact, I've got a jar of water over there, a tumbler full of water over there. I just, for whatever reason, when I come home and I start, well, I've got, like I said, I only drink when I'm on YouTube, so I make sure I go on YouTube every night.
I drink my cheap shit.
There we go. Well, that's why
I went through the whole phase. Like I said, I'm 62 years old. I went through the whole phase of partying. Ex-military, did all that. You know what? But bottom line now is I like my beer.
Yeah. How old did you say you are?
62.
Okay. I just turned 60 a couple weeks ago.
All right.
So, hey,
I'm nowhere even close.
Well, I believe it. You look like a young fella. And by the way, thank you for your service, Devil Dog.
As well.
Yeah,
as
Devil Dog, right on. No, but it is what it is. But once again, like I said, I enjoy the fact that we can sit here and see each other as we chat. That's what I like.
I do too. It's nice, and the fact is that's what I enjoy about YouTube. I got to the point where I was getting burnt out on it, and part of that was just because of the fact that I was treating it like a job. I didn't need another job. The fact is, I do have one monetized channel, and that is Bet Luke 29, and I make right now. I make more from one overtime shift than I make from 6 months doing YouTube. At the highest point on YouTube that I was probably making, I don't know, $200, $200 a month with super chats and memberships and all this kind of stuff.
See, I don't do all that. I have no idea.
Well, even then I was making, I make, more than, well, probably 2 months worth of pay just from working one overtime shift. And, but I was putting all this effort into YouTube, and,
Right.
it doesn't really pay off if that's your focus. It does pay off when you're talking about meeting friends and, in fact, my buddy Eddie, he's a good friend as you could ask for. He's got a heart of gold, but he's got a daggum attitude like a cactus. He's just that way. He likes to argue.
Right. But that's human. That's human. That's part of the interaction. We're not always going to get along. We're not always going to get, but we're allowed to say what we can say.
Yep.
If you get butt hurt over what I say, I'm sorry.
Well, he tends to get his butt hurt about a lot of stuff. Of course, I keep harping on the same things. He tends to be a little bald in the front of his head. And if I say anything about that, he's going to get upset.
All right.
They fight like a married couple on their channels.
Well, he likes to pick. It's like,
Sorry.
picture this. I went down to go see Eddie for the Houston Rodeo. And we went down when they had the Hardy concert. I like country music. I like rock and roll. But Hardy, this guy Hardy, who's a country musician, was he's from my state. He's from Philadelphia, Mississippi. And so we chose to go down to Texas to go see Eddie when he was having the Hardy concert down at the rodeo. Well, we go down there, and of course, I'm a night owl. Always have been, always will be. I'll stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It don't bother me at all.
I'm the same way. That's why I'm here right now.
There we go. But he wanted to go to the concert early in the morning, like wake up at 7 o'clock and go. To me, that's an ungodly hour. To get up at 7 o'clock in the morning is just crazy. But that's what he wanted, so that's what we did. I guess they just get up early. I don't know. Anyhow, we get down there to the rodeo, and I was dragging ass. Excuse my language, but I was. I was tired. And we finally get to this spot where they're demonstrating these massage chairs. And I just wanted to relax for a minute, maybe even fall asleep. So I hop in this massage chair. And they got a spot for you to slip your arms in, and it massages your arms, it massages your leg, my back, the whole 9 yards. Now, these things sell for, I don't know, $12,000 a piece, but they're giving a free demonstration there at the thing. So I hop into one of these chairs, and I'm relaxing, and Eddie just started for a second there. Once he realized that it was kind of holding my arms and massaging them, he starts poking me in the chest. I'm not even sure how I got on this other than, but it just pissed me off. I'm almost about ready to fall asleep for a second to enjoy this. Eddie can't let me enjoy it. I don't understand. But, I love him like a brother. I honestly do. But he pisses me off as well. I just enjoy spending time with him, but still, you don't get any. It's one of those situations like, I can mess with my brother, but you can't. But he gets annoyed at things, and so it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off. It's getting late for me, so.
Yeah, it's getting late here too.
All right. Well, I'm down too. I just wanted to come up and say hello and thank y'all for having me. Y'all been so friendly. I appreciate it. By the way, either one of you fellas is more than welcome to hop on my panel anytime on any live stream I've got. Love to introduce y'all around, see if we can't, promote your channels. If you're okay with that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, and like I said, thanks a lot for coming up on the panel. And I am not disrespecting everybody in the chat. In the chat, you guys are awesome. Devil Dog, YouTube Police, thank you very much. And you know what, YouTube Police, that's awesome that you came up on my channel. I like it. I like it.
I'm appreciative.
Cool.
Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna drop down and let y'all do y'all's thing.
Oh no, I'm out. I'm out.
Oh.
You guys have a great night. Stay safe. Blessed be. And this is Wolfang. I will talk to you guys later.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night.
Y'all have a good night.